In my research, I found that Hawaii was locked in a desperate race against time. Rising sea levels are threatening its very existence. Coastlines are eroding. Roads and homes are disappearing. Scientists predict up to a foot of sea level rise by 2050, and the effects are already here. Flooding is becoming more frequent. Infrastructure is breaking down, and entire ecosystems are under threat, and the state is preparing for it. The risks are immense and growing. Coastal flooding is becoming more frequent. Storm surges are intensifying, and $20 billion worth of land and property is at risk of being submerged or eroded. Key infrastructure such as roads, schools, hospitals, and airports lies in vulnerable zones. Beaches, which fuel Hawaii's $21 billion annual tourism industry, are rapidly disappearing. This doesn't just threaten tourism, it risks the economic foundation of the state. The environmental toll is equally alarming. Erosion is destroying habitats and weakening coral reefs that act as natural barriers against wave impacts. Coral bleaching, driven by warming waters, is accelerating this decline. Without intervention, Hawaii could lose its biodiversity, food security, and cultural identity. These challenges aren't just environmental, they're deeply tied to the livelihoods, traditions, and resilience of Hawaii's communities. To combat rising sea levels, Hawaii is focused on three key strategies: adaptation, mitigation, and managed retreat. Adaptation includes constructing seawalls, elevating roads, and reinforcing critical infrastructure. For example, Waikik Beach, one of Hawaii's most iconic locations, is undergoing sand replacement to counter erosion. However, poorly designed defenses, like seawalls, can worsen erosion in neighboring areas, requiring careful planning to balance short-term needs with long-term impacts. Mitigation addresses the root cause, reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Hawaii has committed to achieving carbon neutrality by 2045. The state is transitioning to renewable energy sources like wind, solar, and wave power, while investing in energy-efficient infrastructure and transportation systems. Policies such as the Hawaii Climate Adaptation Initiative mandate that all urban planning considers the impacts of sea level rise, ensuring future development is resilient to climate risks. Managed retreat is perhaps the most challenging of Hawaii's strategies. It involves relocating homes, businesses, and even entire communities away from high-risk areas. This is a painful process, as land holds deep cultural and ancestral significance in Hawaii. Families who have lived on their land for generations must grapple with the emotional and logistical difficulties of relocation. The government is working closely with affected residents to make this transition as fair and respectful as possible, balancing the need for safety with the cultural importance of the land. Hawaii is also investing in its natural defenses. Coral reefs and mangroves act as vital buffers against storms and erosion. Restoration efforts include deploying artificial reefs in degraded areas and replanting mangroves to stabilize coastlines. These projects not only protect Hawaii's shores, but also preserve habitats for fish, birds, and other species that are essential to the ecosystem. By prioritizing natural solutions, Hawaii is strengthening its resilience against future climate impacts. Technology plays a critical role in Hawaii's response to rising sea levels. Real-time monitoring systems track tides, storms, and erosion patterns, allowing authorities to act quickly and effectively. Anyway, do you think they'll fight it? Comment below, I'll read. Thanks for watching.